Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Milk Cake Class by Ravioli's Oven. Check the list that has been sent for the needed equipment that you need for this class. So this is weighing our sugar. Check the description box for the recipe. And make sure you weigh appropriately. And always use fresh ingredients. So our sugar is properly weighed and this is our eggs. Make sure your egg is fresh and at room temperature. You can also slightly refrigerate your egg to help you separate it easily. So this is how I separate my eggs. I break it and I use my thumb to protect the yolk because you need to separate your egg whites from the egg yolk. You need to be very careful when separating it in order not to allow the egg yolk into the egg whites. You can see how clear the egg white is, and you can see how the egg yolk is. So this is the milk, and this is the oil. You can use vegetable oil, sunflower oil, or canola oil. So I'm putting the milk into the oil after weighing them separately. So the first step to making the milk cake is you put your egg whites into a clean bowl. Make sure your bowl is clean and dry. So with your whisk, stand mixer or hand whisk, you put your egg yolks, you just whisk it until it's a bit foamy. You can see how it's foamy, and then you start adding in your sugar little by little. So you can see how I'm adding in the sugar small, and I'm mixing it vigorously. So you have to mix it very fast. Put the mixer on high speed. If you have a hand mixer or a stand mixer, just make sure it's on high speed. And as you mix, you'd see that the egg white is turning more like it's giving you a white shade. It's not just transparent anymore. As it's getting whipped, you keep whipping it until it gives you a thick consistency. It's going to be getting thick as you're whipping it more. So you keep whipping and you can check. So now we're going to check to see how it's giving us. So it's giving us soft peaks. Soft peaks just means that when you put the egg like this, you see it doesn't sink in. It stands a little bit. Yes, so if you want, you can just mix it a little bit more so that the peak can be a little bit more thick. Yes, so if you have a good mixer, this would not take that much time. It will be very easy for you. The mixer will do the work for you. Note, please, you cannot do this with your hand. You have to have a hand mixer, a very good one, or a stand mixer. So you keep whipping it so that it can give you soft peaks still, but a thicker version of the soft peaks. So we're going to check it again. So you can see it's much more thicker than it was in the beginning. When we checked it the first time, you can see before it even drops, you can see it's even standing on the... So you whip the egg yolk also, and then pour the egg yolk inside and mix it all up. It's already looking so yummy and good. So that's it for that. Now you go and start using your hands. You don't need the hand mixer anymore. So the next step, you carry a wooden spoon or a wooden spatula and get your flour and add it to your cake batter. Add it to your whipped eggs. You add the flour gently, fold it in. Make sure you sift your flour before this process. Add it in, fold it in gently. That flour, egg and egg mixture, you add it into that milk and oil that we mixed in the beginning. So you mix it in to the milk and oil. So after you've mixed it in, I'm adding a little bit more so I can mix it. We do this so that the oil and milk can seamlessly enter inside the mixture without affecting the mixture. So then you gently mix everything together. You add a few drops of flavoring. You can use vanilla essence flavoring. Just a few drops would do, as this recipe does not call for a lot of liquid content. If you notice, we did not add any water and we did not add any rising agent. The egg serves as the rising agent for this recipe. So that's why you have to make sure that your eggs are properly whipped, and that is why we try not to overmix it, because if you mix it too much, the eggs will deflate. Those whipped eggs will serve as your baking powder. So now you get your pan, you line your pan with baking paper, and you pour your cake batter into your pan. You can divide it into two 8-inch pans or one large 10-inch square pan, as you see that I used. So you put it in the oven and bake it at low heat until it's brown on the edges, and this is the result. You'll see that the cake is very fluffy. This is our sponge cake. It looks so nice. You can tell that it's very soft and it tastes very yummy, and it's very creamy and also very rich. You can see how it bounces back. Yes, it's very soft and bouncy and very nice, and it can soak up milk. You can see how it's bouncing back. So you cut it off into the size that you want to use for your cake. Tasty. So now I'm going to show you how to mix your milk for your milk cake. First, you have to have your very nice condensed milk. So this is my condensed milk. I poured in half cup of condensed milk. I poured in 3 tablespoons of powdered milk. And then I'm adding my liquid milk. You can use either evaporated milk or low-fat milk. And then you mix it. So you add in your cold water. adding more water because it's a bit too sweet. I just want it to be creamy and nice. It doesn't have to be too sweet. And this is the final result. You can see how the milk is. The milk looks really nice and rich. So you get your cake and add the milk that you mixed to your cake. And voila, it looks nice, you see. You generously add the milk to your cake. And you're going to get the whipped cream recipe that I'm going to use for this in the description box, and also the recipe for the caramel is in the description box. Thank you for watching, and let us know when you try it out and send us your video reviews. You're totally going to enjoy this. Thank you.